So this week, instead of being out here, where I'm usually sitting, then I will stay indoor. So we will be in here, and I will have better sound because this time I'll be wearing a micropod, so I apologize for the bad sound when I was filming out in the nature over here actually. So yeah, I hope you bear over with me this time. And next week I will be filming from Tokyo. I will be back home because I'm going back to my family and my beloved partner, and I'm looking so much forward to it. Before my next knee operation here in Denmark, I will be Christmas hugging someone that I love more than anything. So yeah, let's start with the weekly report for your sign. Remember, you can always go to my channel and watch the guided meditation if you want to find your way into your silent self, where all the answers lie. Now it's time for your sign and your week. Hi there, Leo, and welcome to your modern shaman, Maria and RainbowLand. Here with your weekly astrological forecast, or actually intuitive tarot, heartful forecast for the week that starts at the 19th and ends at the 26th of November 2018. Welcome. We are gonna draw one normal tarot card, or classical Rider-Waite tarot card, and astrological tarot card. And did you realize we are back on the professional sound gear, since we're not in front of the fire as I usually am? That's nice, right? So you can hear what I'm saying. Wow. Better than after my retreat, silent retreats, where I was talking so slowly. Oh, so quietly. No, okay, so yeah, we're gonna make the first 5 to 7 minutes about you guys, Leo, and this is just your week, because everything is gonna go on in your 5th house, your natural house, where you can showcase your personality the most, of all the signs, because it's your natural house. So we have the sun, your ruler, moving in there on Thursday, and we have a full moon. Actually, a full moon with the Mercury retrograde, also in the sign, but the moon is in Gemini, making it full over there. But the sun, of course, will be there, and that's the full moon in their position. And this will be squaring Neptune, and now we'll talk about what this means. Of course, also have the Mars, the Saturn Mars aspect, the positive one, not to forget this week. First of all, I would like to say that the Mercury retrograde, of course, makes us a little more vulnerable when it comes to communication, miscommunication, slow communication, not understanding people not agreeing with us, and yeah, just you have to have patience with everything like that, and leaving good time if you want to drive for some travel or whatever you're going to that takes you from A to B. Give yourself extra time, because with Mercury retrograde, so many things can happen. If you want to socialize, there can be, cancellations or change of plans last minute. That's a classical one. But with Jupiter in conjunction with the Sun, one of the best aspects of the whole zodiac, your natural, warmth and happiness and joy will definitely grow, and your passions too. But of course, on Friday, it's going to be in opposition with the moon in your 11th house of where you socialize. So there can be a little bit of tension there as well. But with Mars in Pisces from the 16th, we had it. We can fast see that your passion and your aggressiveness, it's called, can rise, or just your, and this is in your 8th house. That's why it can come from a deep place. And 8th house, just exactly what we're mentioning. So
you can fast see your passion rise, and with the full moon Friday, if you're solo, maybe you can meet someone in a very, you know, magnetic and alluring way. Someone that might not be that good for you necessarily, because in the 8th house there can be something hidden that we don't know about, but Saturn can make that even better, but maybe more in your work or day-to-day situation, as they are, Mars and Saturn are teaming up in a good way. So Mars is there, but Neptune is there squaring over to the things going on in your 5th house. So with the Neptune in the hidden 8th house of the hidden things, and Neptune being blurry, you know, already elusive, someone may say something that isn't as good, a little too good to be true, not as good as this person might tell you. So be aware of that with this 8th house card. But again, and between your romantic section, and it can also be your partner promising something that you don't, that isn't all that he or she promises you. Who knows? So maybe you can have a tendency of going too fast into something that, yeah, might not be the right thing for you. So watch out. But you'll have a little more oomph than you usually have, and take advantage of that. Tarot card of the week. This is not the week to invest money-wise, energy-wise, in something that you haven't looked over carefully. Let's just say it like that, because your talents and what it is that you can give in your world, to the world, your creativity, is important to you. So it's also important that you use it at the right places instead of wasting your energy. Card of the week. Oh, Queen of Pentacles. What do we have? She is sitting there on her throne. Boo, 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 boo. So be a little bit more aware of the possibilities in a good way when Mars is moving up to this great Saturn possibility for you, because it's in your 6th house, where maybe in your daily life you're starting to enjoy some of the fruits that you planted with this beautiful Neptune. Mars in Pisces, where Neptune rules, aspect. It can be really that the things where you have asserted yourself and have been able to build something is going to manifest with this Saturn. Saturn is always able to make things realistic and ground them in the 6th house of Capricorn. So maybe you're really manifesting something that you've dreamed about this week. On a small or larger level, doesn't matter, but you can see her here, if you can see her straight. But enjoy your talents this week, and enjoy being with other people, and appreciate yourself for all that you've done and the gifts that comes your way, but don't take too many chances this week. Don't follow trends, follow your heart, then you can be sure what to do. See you next week on the second part of the program, Leos. Welcome to part 2 of the show. I'm sorry for a little bit of a noise here from the car. It's because I'm traveling to Tokyo, so I have to do this on the road, some of it at least. So, well, I just want to mention before we go into section 2, where we will have some interesting things to talk about that will be beneficial for you as a light worker and on your journey through developing yourself towards a higher vibration. 5D, from 3D to 5D. Neptune is stopping this week to go forward. Neptune is in Pisces. This has a lot to do with us and our spiritual soul. So depending on where this falls in your chart, it's about the dreams we have, and how we in this area have been held ourselves back to clean up, so that we can move forward in a completely new spiritual realm. Half a year is a lot. And for me, it's been my creative projects that has had an operation, like going to the surgery room to be operated at the hospital for half a year to see what is the next step for me as a light worker. So regardless of what it's been for you, if you've done your light work with yourself, because essentially doing light works is actually the primary part of the light work is actually the light work that you do with yourself. And if you've done that, you will now feel that there's something in one, or perhaps more than one area of your life, which is now being set free. Free to blossom, free to flourish in an even more beautiful way than before, in a new light. With Neptune, the results may not go as fast in actually manifesting in the three-dimensional physical material world, but you will feel the changes inside already now. Little by little, everything will go just as it was planned before man had a watch on their arm to decide time was there to limit us in certain ways. But I say let it burn so it can rise. Before you can see the light, you have to deal with the darkness. And the work you do for yourself, as I said, you do automatically for the earth. And the earth is calling everyone who wants to clean up and take us all to another evolutionary step forward by balancing the spiritual and the material world. Ego have such an immense pull upon our consciousness and awareness. On a daily basis, ego doesn't allow that our consciousness expands. That is why we feel the resistance in our ego-based culture with the so-called alternative things. They call all of these light worker methods that we use on a spiritual level to tools to raise our consciousness. They are really natural, but the ego doesn't allow our expansiveness to grow, or our consciousness to grow and expand, of course. We work, for example, with meditation to remove ourselves from the power of the ego and control of the ego over us. The ego is a tool, only a tool that we take when we need it, but it takes control of the wheel. But the ego is very clever, quote unquote, because in meditation, both happiness and sorrows can act as distractions. Let them be where they are, the happiness and sorrows, while you meditate, and move beyond them. Move beyond the ego. The ego can take both phases. The reason why we have the depression and the whole down feeling in the lives of many light workers is because it's time to see how bad it really is, so that we can motivate ourselves to do something about it. As a child and a young teenager, I was a captain of my team, a handball team, because my role even today is to motivate people to see their best potential and teamwork with others to lift us. What is your role? What is your role? The main role will always be the work that you do on yourself. The authenticity and how you dare to show it in your life and be honest about it. Be heartful when you speak, not out of hatred or anything brutal or negative. We're reaching a critical mass point now when the truth is coming out. You need to do some cord cutting so that the whole earth can move a step up. Emotions and words have a life. That's why our prayers have a life too. It's the law of attraction. So watch what you say. You attract things you don't want by staying in a certain word modes and speaking modes. You're calling on these words vibrations, the law of attraction. If you fear, you only attract what you don't want. I don't have to go into details, but stay away from fear. don't immense fear. It's fear that creates the access to all that you don't want in your life to come your way. Whenever you get close to reacting and the domino effect hit you, you get a grip, breathe deeply, and you respond. You don't react. And how you get a grip? Well, see it from a higher perspective. The moment you get stuck in your emotions, you lose your touch with your higher self. Be aware, raise awareness when this happens. You're feeding dark energy with reactionary behavior. You are easily controlled by darkness and ignorance when you are feeding this side with lower emotions. Be non-reactionary is the trick. Again, the answer is don't follow trends, follow your heart. I know that it takes a lot of practice to be able to do, but try to speak with people with the 5D presence. Or you can also call it just heightened awareness, meditation state, godly presence. You can call it whatever you want, but try to speak with people in that presence. You will help them move up as well. That is the light work we can do. All of us can do. It's hard, but it's damn worth it. React instead of responding and catch yourself quickly. All light workers are unpacking everything prior to this moment, also from past lives, talents, skills, and all the negative, more heavy stuff, of course, because it's now we need to use our capacities unaffected. So you have been walking away from painful situations because these are the times to upgrade and don't stay stuck in meaningless relationships, meaningless fights that are draining you and others' energy. We need that energy for better purposes. With Venus in retrograde, it's been our old lives dying out now, old jobs, old relationships. Surrender it all to God is the task here. It's just so important to remember that exactly this Venus retrograde is completely unique in this period of time, not like the earlier ones. We've reached a whole nother level, a lot of us, in our relationships. Think 8, 16, 28 years back and feel, where were you? Where are you now? Or just back to 2012 and the latest 6 years, how much have you been moving, growing during this time? All that cannot rise with you now, going into 5D, is now being cleared and cleaned out. We have to start creating in a new way with 5D energies. Or stay in 3D, as I said last week. It's your choice, basically. You can deny your higher self, your oversoul, but this always has fatal consequences for us. I remember I didn't want to leave a boyfriend that turned out to hold me down spiritually, and the consequences of me here, yeah, they were awful. Ignoring these inner voices. Energy drops came to me, negative lowness. So I left him. These times has been so rough on many light workers. Don't worry. It's a time to start over new. Just like I am now. I'm going back to my twin flame. Seeing him next week. Oh my God. After 3 months separated, cleaning, purging in each our parts of the universe, no, the globe, the earth, Japan and Denmark. What have you been doing? And also helping others in each our parts. All of us have had to do these light work things. We are all at ground zero, packing out what we have in our latent light bodies, what we can pack out and actually use now, being as light as possible. Therefore, we are dropping off pain and hurt relationship and career-wise, etc. It may seem like it's all going slow, but it's not. It's coming like boom, now, slam, kaboom, it's here. Be as much as you can, being in spiritual contemplation, connecting with your higher self, embodying what you came here for. You're coming back into balance. When you're back into balance, you're manifested. Jupiter energy is helping us manifest these new things to ground our new lives. 2019 will not be like 18, so don't be scared of the new energies. They are leading you to something better, even though it feels rough. Let the love reflect in yourself and your closest relationships. Let the love shine, not the lower energies. Let the innocent child that wants care, North Node in Cancer, that wants love, that wants protection, kiss, embrace it. Kiss the ones you love, embrace them, hug them, kill it with kindness. Don't follow trends, follow your heart. Now I will share this video where I'm just showing myself vulnerable. If we show ourselves and our vulnerability, we also help consciousness grow, because that comes from an open heart. Thank you.
Lying close to you, feeling your heart beating, and I'm wondering what you dream. I'm wondering if it's me you're seeing, and I kiss your eyes. Thank God we're together. I just wanna stay with you in this moment forever, forever and ever. And I don't wanna close my eyes, I don't wanna fall asleep, 'cause I miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss things, even when I dream of you. Sweetest dream will never do. I still miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss things. There is this angel saying, I'm gonna find my way back home. The secret is love, he said. You've got to lift yourself up, try again. One day you will break through. What you long for will find you.
Don't follow trends, follow your heart.